Welcome back, Caddy Corner, episode 89. I'm Austin.
And I'm Caleb.
And we're back. Again. For the first time in kind of a long time.
Yeah.
All things considered.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It has.
Since we've done a regular podcast, which this sort of isn't. So we're basically just doing a double episode of After Hours, which is our audio-only show. However, this first part of it's going to be on video and come out on Friday instead of on Wednesday. Mostly because it just kind of makes sense because we haven't done a podcast in a while. Also, though, because we couldn't really come up with any kind of good ideas.
Yeah.
So we're just going to kind of talk about whatever we want to talk about for as long as we want to talk about it 2 times back to back. So if you're new to the show, check out everything else that we've ever done. Rate and review the show, comment and subscribe, share the show to your family and friends. Caleb, take it away.
All right. Well, elephant in the room. The semester ended yesterday.
Today for me.
Right. Yeah. So that was crazy.
Yeah.
My first semester at Catawba.
Uh-huh.
I think it was a dub.
Yeah. Dude, for you, it's got to be a crazy dub, though. Do you know what I mean? All things considered.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
how it can possibly get better than that.
Yeah, how I'm gonna be able to top it.
Yeah.
Because now the expectation is set.
Yeah.
At what we just did.
Yeah. I know that sucks, kind of.
But it doesn't.
I know it doesn't.
But yeah. All things considered, it was a dub for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's holiday season now. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Very late Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it is a late Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving for us.
We're decorated for Christmas.
Yep. Christmas special will happen, by the way.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah. How are you coming on like Christmas vibes, like Christmas shopping?
I haven't done any Christmas shopping yet, but I'm going. I'll be doing some of that starting now, I think.
Yeah.
Now that the semester's over, we've just been doing a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? I've had my face in my computer a lot recently.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah. And so I haven't really been able to do many things. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my girlfriend's glad to have me back now.
Yeah, dude. It's been a crazy month. November was a wild time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so for the sake of the audience, we've been working on this documentary, which we talked about in the last episode of the podcast that you guys have listened to. Director's commentary, which I think was super awesome and a super interesting idea. So we've referenced the documentary that we've been making over the course of the semester on the podcast. And so if you're interested in the production process of it or who our director is or whatever, check out the last 2 podcasts, but specifically the last one. But November was crunch time, and so that's why Caleb and I have been desk bound. Stuck basically.
Yeah.
But it was awesome.
It was.
So it and so now I kind of feel like Christmas vibes can start coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
And start cooking when it comes to that.
Yeah, bro. I had to get early start on the Christmas shopping this year. I started pre-Black Friday Christmas shopping because your boy is broke.
Yeah, you've had a tough time. Just the way that your job situation works.
Yeah.
Is didn't go very well with our semester schedule,
Yeah.
Or the next one.
Yeah, it's gonna be even worse next time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but I mean it's
yeah.
It's what you ask for whenever you go to college.
Yeah.
You kinda ask for that. So I mean I was prepared for that, but my favorite thing about Christmas is giving gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's just one of those things where it's no matter how broke I am, I'll go shop at Dollar General for you, but I'm going to get you something.
Sure.
That was kind of my mindset. But yeah, trying to space it out has been fun.
Yeah.
But it's definitely gotten me in the Christmas vibe spirit.
That's dope.
Legit. Yeah. I haven't felt this excited for Christmas in years, I think.
That's interesting. See, for me, that kind of holiday vibe doesn't happen until the week before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then I can lock in, be it's really coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that too.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a good time of the year. You know? It's cold out there, except not really.
No.
It's just vibey.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Every place is all decorated and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I dig that. My favorite thing is driving at nighttime
and seeing the lights and
seeing
stuff.
Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, people who are committed
to
decorating their outside. Could not be me, I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Could not be me. Could not be me, but I applaud it. I applaud the effort.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. Whenever it comes to Christmas decorations on the outside, like what is your preference?
Easy. You know what I mean? Like no ladders.
Yeah.
No ladders. I draw the line at ladders, I think.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with like being on a ladder, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just to have to leave it there for like literally 30 days and then take it right back down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like Christmas lights is one of those things that if you put them up like on your house and you like get up on the roof to put the Christmas lights up there, then it's like they're staying up there all year. That's
how it would be for me, yeah.
Well, they're not coming down.
No.
They won't get turned on, but they're not coming down.
Yeah. That's how it would be for me.
Yeah, they're going to be like that next year too.
Yeah. And I don't know how I feel about that. Leaving them up the whole year round. I feel like you can definitely tell.
Maybe you could. Maybe you could.
I would definitely be able to tell. I would be annoyed that there's Christmas lights on my house in July, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So easy is what it kind of comes down for myself.
Yeah. I'm like
and like minimal. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like not like crazy. You know how there's always the house that overdoes it? Mm-hmm. Like I'm not super into that.
Yeah.
Somebody has to do it though.
Yeah, I'm not into like the tacky Christmas decorations, but I will say I prefer colored lights.
I think I kind of do too, but my whole family is like white lights.
Yeah. Which I dig the white lights.
Me too.
I do dig it.
It's a different vibe though.
I dig the white lights like on a Christmas tree. I think that's the vibe.
Yeah.
But whenever it comes to like outside lights,
you need some vibes, huh?
I dig the colored lights.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Yeah, it's super interesting because like I really don't know like how to decorate for really anything. I kind of just like let the people that I have around me kind of take care of that.
Yeah.
And then I just that's what I said to Mom. I was like, can the thing happen where I just go to work and then come back and then my tree is in my room? She was like, sure. So that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah. So that is kind of I just don't, my brain just doesn't work that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We decorated the day after Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. But my mom and my sister, who usually are like the head honchos whenever it comes to Christmas decorating, they were out of town. So it was like me and my dad in Sydney decorating our house for Christmas.
Yeah.
And there was all these decorations that it was like, I know that these things have a place somewhere because I've seen them before.
But where do they go?
Where do they go? And then so we were like constantly calling my mom, and she was just like, "Put it wherever." And then she came home, and now
fixed it all.
The house looks different.
Yeah.
But it was a good time.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
Yeah,
but that's not really my thing.
It's not how my brain works. No. I just don't think about stuff that way. Do you know what I mean?
Whenever it comes to whenever it comes to decorating like my bedroom. Mm-hmm. Which I haven't done in a long time, but whenever I did that, then I was super
intentional about
it. You know, being like, this will look good here, this will look good here. But whenever it comes to holiday decorations, I mean, it's like you're just picking up stuff that you think looks cool, and then you get it home, and then that's whenever you find a spot for it.
Yeah,
I don't think that it ever is one of those things where you say, I'm going to get this, and it's going to go here. Whenever you're in the store,
I can't.
But maybe it does.
My brain doesn't work that way. I think that the reason why for me doesn't work is because I am such a function human being. Nothing about Christmas decorations is function.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like the way that I always have operated is like if I'm going to have stuff in a place, it has to first like make sense that it's there for like a functionality standpoint, and then I can figure out how to make it pretty. But dude, you got 30 days with Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Christmas decorations is one of those things where it's like you buy them your whole life.
Yeah.
You know, and then they stay around for a while.
That's true.
And so
until it like the lights burn out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you get rid of it, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean you're not really buying. I mean, I guess the first time you got to really go in on the decorations.
Yeah.
But then it's like after that,
you don't really ever have to again.
You're just adding to the arsenal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
It's an interesting... my brain just doesn't work that way at all. Like, I wouldn't have any idea what to do, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, if I went into a Home Depot to buy Christmas decorations, it would be over. Because I would just, like, open mouth stare at the... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't know what to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So...
I mean... I don't know. Give me a Christmas tree and some ornaments, and I'll make it look.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. But that is like, I feel like pretty easy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Like I feel like that's easier than like like looking at the outside of a house and being like,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
don't
that.
know what to do with lawn decor. What am I gonna do with it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a like put some lights on some bushes type guy.
Yeah, that's pretty easy though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No ladders involved.
No ladders.
You know?
No ladders.
Yeah, and not that big. So you're not out in the cold for that long. Like much smaller than like a tree or like a house. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
Important to consider as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Easy. That's how it is for me.
I dig that.
Or like I'll just like lift the stuff. You know what I mean? I can move the heavy stuff to where it goes.
Yeah.
And then somebody who has a decoration type of brain, they can handle it from there.
Yeah.
I can do that. You know? But it's just not how I operate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Like if it was up to me, like even just like normally decorating stuff, I don't understand. You know, my brain just doesn't work that way. Like everything would be out. You would be able to see everything. You know what I mean? Like you just don't own stuff you don't need. That's like the way that my brain works.
Yeah.
So decorations is like, I feel like very counterintuitive to that. So I like have a difficult time with all the time.
Yeah.
Unless it's stuff that like I think that looks cool. You know what I mean? Like it's super easy for me to like be finicky and annoying about how my like desk looks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like I think that like a computer looks cool. So like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting. And I wish that I was like differently about it. Like I wish I was more detail oriented in that way, but I just don't even know how to do that, really.
Yeah.
It's an interesting situation, I feel like, to be in. So first semester at Catawba, obviously, like, it went pretty well. But, like, did it go like how... yeah. Did it go how you expected? Not really.
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
But, I mean, this is one of those things that you just could not have been able to call.
Yeah.
Like, you would... In no other universe ever would what happened this semester would it happen again. It's just not. Yeah, it's just not a thing that happens.
I agree with that entirely. Yeah.
So no, I mean, yeah, it went completely different than I could have ever imagined, which is not a bad thing because it went way better than I was imagining.
You had a pretty low bar. I was just wondering.
I had no expectations.
I understand. Yeah,
but that's usually how I tend to go.
It's a good move.
Just because I hate being like let down. Yeah. You know, and so I wasn't expecting to go there and get like the best teaching advice or like
make a documentary and show it to a team.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting any of that.
Right.
It happened. You know, and that was cool. Super grateful for that. But I mean, yeah. You just couldn't have called it.
I know. I couldn't have called it either. Dude, I've been in this program. I've been in the same room with these people for years. You know what I mean? At this point in my life.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have called that. I just didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that like a video like we made could come out of there like collaboratively. Like no shade. I just didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Even the final product came out way better than I thought it was going to.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so anyway, but yeah. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean. It was just one of those things, you know. I don't know because it's like you get the idea, you get the group of people together, you know, you're talking about things, and then now it's like, okay, this is cool, we get to work on this, but how is it supposed to look? And then it's like we have no idea, you know.
Yeah.
And then you talk through all the stuff, and then we get a gist of an idea of what we want it to look like. Rent the cameras, go shoot, you know, shoot it all. Come back, look at all of our footage, and then we're like, okay, maybe this is going to look a little bit different than we thought, you know? And then it's like you start editing, and it's like, this is going to look way different than we thought. But it works.
Yeah.
You know? And that is where, like at the beginning of the semester, I had no expectations. So it was just like, I'm just going to play it by ear. Whatever happens. It's going to be sick. Whatever. And then it's like, okay, now we're making a documentary. It's like, this is really sick. Because I love making docs. You know, that's one of my passions.
That's our speed.
Yeah, that's like one of my passions. That's what I wanted to do. And so I was like, all right, I'm in. You know, and then it was like, then we made a documentary. But not just like one of those like student film documentaries that like students make. You know, I think that it's better than anything that I've ever made. And it's better than most of the student films that I've ever seen. Yeah. You know, not to like toot our horns or anything, but like we smoked it. You know, we like killed it. Yeah. And so yeah, I mean, it was incredible. I'm super happy with everything.
Yeah.
So
that like what you said is like having to top it next semester. Like,
yeah,
that's all I've really been thinking about since we like premiered it. I'm like, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's one of those things now where because my biggest thing with making this documentary, and the thing that I was most worried about, was that nobody in the program has ever seen anything that I'd never made. You know, and so it's like, as much as I think I can make videos, like, I don't know if I can make videos up to the standards of like these people. You know, and so whenever you do make something that like people around you are happy with, you know, and they think is good, then that's whenever, okay, now the expectation's set. So now I think we're in kind of like a better place, honestly, than I was at the beginning, because now people know like what we can do and what we have done, and then they can be like, okay, like, here's ideas of what you like maybe could do.
Yeah.
Because that's what I struggle with the most.
Me too.
Is ideas.
And access.
Right.
Those two things. Yeah.
So if somebody comes up to us and is like, hey, this would be cool, like if you did this, then
if we like it, we just do it, I guess, huh?
yeah, that's in my brain how that happens. But
that's like the dream, I think. What I've been thinking about, and I don't know, I mean, I guess it's fairly easy to like go forward with this, but I think what we do is we like just show it to every athletic department. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like tomorrow, you know?
Right.
And that, because then that like, because it doesn't really, I guess it doesn't do that much good necessarily if like the people that are in our class know that we're good at making videos. You know what I mean?
Right.
Other like people who have like interestingness needs it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe like that's the next play. I don't really know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know either. But
yeah, like we did crush it, and it is good. And I mean, it just like makes you feel good to make a home run of a video. Do you know what I mean? Right. Especially like when you know it's a home run of a video. Sometimes you make a good video and you're like skeptical, like, it's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we crushed it.
Right.
So I've never really felt that way either, like with a video before.
This is the first time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's weird. How do we top it is a question. But then like the same way that this accidentally happened, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
It'll accidentally work its way out. It always kind of does.
Yeah.
You know? I was going to ask you that. I was going to ask you, like, what do you think is next? Like that was how I was going to word it. But then it's like, what has, honestly, I've learned the most from this semester is that you never know. If you would have asked me 6 months ago, what's like next? Documentary? I wasn't going to say that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just has a weird way of like figuring its way out.
Yeah.
Everything really, but like super weird. Super weird.
Yeah. And then maybe it's like we're in a photography class next semester. Like maybe next semester is like really highly photography based for like my creative brain.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's like I spend more time on photography projects than I do on video projects. And it's like I don't hate the sound of that.
No.
You know, like at all.
Yeah.
You know, because
I mean, who knows?
Exactly. Yeah. Because you never know. And so it just whatever happens. Like whatever's meant to be will be. So
yeah, super weird how that works. So weird how that works. I mean, 89.
Yeah.
Caddy Corner. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. We will continue this conversation, not this exact same one probably, but at the same time, I guess 2 days before, which is kind of weird to like explain to the camera now that I think about that. But yeah, if you like the show, rate and review, like, comment, and subscribe. We do this show every Friday. It's different than this usually, but sometimes it's like this, and it's fun to just like have conversations. So, video and audio every Friday, audio only every Wednesday. Caddy Corner After Hours, which is more similar to this show. Talk about whatever we want to talk about for as long as we want to talk about it. And we'll see you guys all next week. I'm Austin. He's Caleb. Peace.
Peace.